Hey, my little meat sauce miracles and doomer babes. It's May 20th. I'm gonna vlog. I woke up early. Every night I have dreams of a post apocalyptic America with rundown buildings, gangs fighting over resources, and trying to escape hostage situations because that's where we're headed. It's gonna get so hot, everyone's gonna get so mad. Okay? Power lines will go down. There's no hope and chance for degrowth. Okay, let me just cut to the chase. Channels like Mr. Nate Hudgens over here and quintessential Gen X fashion has this hopium delusion that will degrow. How exactly does that look? Really? Like tangible there's no tangible evidence that that could be done. Okay, what we start growing carrots in our yards, take down all the power lines, you'd have to de-industrialize everything in a span of a few years. This train isn't stopping. We are keeping the fossil fuel extractive system going, extracting lithium, iron, all the materials we need, and to build and maintain this new degrowth. It doesn't even make sense. It's like it's like a techno-hopium denial. And I hope you're watching this because it's bizarre. It's bizarre. I don't know where your head's at and what your friends are smoking. And since I live in Ohio, it's just a reminder that we are so incredibly divided and fragmented as a society, not just because of the melting pot that we're in, because there's a million different perspectives, on anything. We can't agree on anything. But our ways of living, our perspective on any issue is so divided. Every day I come across, Ohio is just a mix of everybody. It's kind of overwhelming, to be honest. I'm surrounded by highways. There's no escape. All kinds of people right now driving the roads, short ones, fat ones, tall ones, round, every kind of color, size, and dimension. They're all here. And there's no hope to talk to really any of them. You can share a conversation, sparingly when you're not working to try to not go underwater, paying bills. Okay, so back to the climate thing, it's just going to get so hot, undeniably. Also this summer, emerging El Niño. Go watch Ryan Hall's channel. Oh, I'm Ryan Hall. I have the screens behind me and fancy motion graphics. No, I'm Reagan Parrington. I'm the Doom Wizard. I tell everyone on that channel, okay, that's great. Look at daily weather. Now, just push your imagination out just a few more years, right? World more likely than not to reach 1.5 in the next 5 years. And changing gears, what that means is that at least 15% of the world, which is, I don't know, a billion people or so, hundreds of millions, a couple billion people, whatever, will be exposed to lethal heat waves. And from what I'm reading, because of this Belt and Road Initiative and debt repaid to China, a lot of countries are on the verge. It's midnight. It's already midnight for financial reasons. Also because of climate. Climate plays a huge part to do with disasters. This El Nino could cost us trillions of dollars. A median estimate of something like $3 or $4 trillion over the next several years. Because we know the last El Nino and the one before that caused trillions of dollars. And now there's more people and more industry, so more damages, right? Yeah. It's bananas that all the leaders of the G7 met in Japan. There's still no debt ceiling reached. I don't trust these boomers. I don't trust McCarthy or McConnell. Okay? They're dinosaurs who throw temper tantrums, act like 15-year-olds. There's no way. I don't trust any of them. And if we're going to be left off with them, the country's so divided, who can come in next and fill their shoes? Yeah, scratch your head on that one. I don't see anyone. And if it isn't because of climate reasons, then also economic reasons. We're not going to have a stable society by 2030. You really think we can keep pumping out this? We've already reached peak oil. You think we can keep pumping out and building, degrowing, or deindustrializing by the end of this decade with enough gas to power 8 billion people's lives? The common sense isn't that common. And so, look, I know there was also some flooding in Italy, a heat wave in the Pacific Northwest, 20 degrees above normal Fahrenheit already. Not to mention, again, over and over, the heat waves in Southeast Asia already for this time of year. I try watching these, switching gears. These events are happening all over, yet you still have people who don't even read they don't even know a debt ceiling crisis is happening right now. They don't even. Children. Children have to. They're growing up in a volatile, dangerous world. And when I go to the grocery mart here in the in the United States, just the cluelessness, the self-righteousness and self-centeredness of people. I have to have a moment of silence for that. And yeah, once again, an announcement. I'm going on Monday night with a talk with the Illinois Green Party. I do intend on just disclosing the bare facts that we are crossing multiple planetary thresholds in relation to biodiversity loss, energy consumption, overpopulation, and overconsumption of resources. I mean, how many plastic bottles are produced as I'm speaking right now? How many planes are flying over my head transporting materials? Come on. Yeah, I'm going to be pretty blunt, and forward on this talk show, just painting the stark reality that we're fast approaching 1.5. We're already 90 seconds to midnight, and pretty much kiss everything and goodbye. Everything you have, your dreams, aspirations, goals, all of that will mean nothing by 2030. You'll be panicking and regret that you spent more of your time in an office, or delivering for UPS. I saw a young woman my age delivering for UPS. Almost looked like the girl version of me, just hustling, honking behind me, trying to get ahead, pay bills. Maybe she has kids. What, I'm supposed to stop her, flag her down? Hey, we're in a climate crisis, and you got to stop driving that UPS truck, Or the mom that comes in with 4 kids, or the guy that comes in with triceps the size of my fucking head, Hey, man, all that working, all what you're doing, raising those kids, you can't buy those Go-Gurt packets, you can't buy ready-made Lunchables. Stop doing that. But degrow. We're going to degrow. Just stupid nonsense. Look, it's going to get so hot. Infrastructure is going to start breaking down. Poorer countries are already hitting midnight, collapsing. And there's no rebuilding. Even if we do rebuild, I hear this notion like, there's going to be pockets of humans. That's a maybe. Okay? Our infrastructure is so bad, our organization, it's the complexity issue. That's what I want to end on. Things are too complex. Everything I just mentioned right now involves multiple domains of psychology and philosophy, energy, science, it's too late. We can't, even if we could wake everyone up, carbon emissions will keep rising. And you look at the past 800,000 years, it's the hottest it's ever been. It's going to get way hotter than the medieval era. Okay, we're on a runaway trajectory, runaway escalation into doom world. Okay?
Doom world.
So, yeah, like I said, I'm at peace, acceptance. I even messaged my first girlfriend. She's kind of a brat, came from a Christian family, broke up with me a couple times here and there. She's mediocre. I just laughed at it now. That was just the situation I was put into. We were all raised, just like the young people today, raised in an environment, indoctrinated and taught to believe these certain ways or customs or beliefs. No changing it. By the time they try to become mature, self-aware adults, there will be nothing left on the planet worth living for. It's a shame that the G7 leaders met in Japan and they couldn't even agree on climate. Well, they try to make an outreach group for climate, Ukraine and China, but that's just words, blah, blah. Just like the Paris Climate Accord, just like the Montreal Protocol. Just words. They're non-binding agreements. And everything's happening faster than expected. We are in no control of any of this. Not Biden, not McCarthy, okay? Not the kids. No control. So, I'm getting on the Illinois radio, Green Party Radio Monday, and I'm going to say this all again in plain English. Thanks for your support and your patience as I collect myself and constantly report this information. I know you guys are following and you give me a lot of encouragement. You tell me to keep going. You have to have somebody out there. You have the usual suspects. You have, Sam Collapse Chronicles ranting off for several videos a day. You have these, presentations here and there from random scholars. You have people like Nate Hudgens pushing this bullshit about degrowth, rooted in some kind of fantasy. All right? And you got me, another realist, like 0.0001% of the population. I take that back. I'm not special. There's many more people that are waking up, and people do believe that it's the end, not just for climate reasons, but also political and economic reasons, and they aren't wrong. We have every kind of problem right now. My hands are tied. Can't do much. I hope you have a good weekend. I'll talk to you soon. See ya.